ಅನುದಿನ ಅನುಕ್ಷಣ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ, ಕಲಿಕೆಯ ಹೊಸ ಹಾದಿಯಲಿ ಜೊತೆಗೂಡಿ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ ಹಾಕೋಣ, ಸಂತಸದಿ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯ ಈ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ.
Yes sir. Yes teacher. Present ma'am.
Hi, good morning. I am your English teacher, Srimati Vijayalakshmi Vastral, Government Urdu High School, Station Bazaar, Yadagiri. Welcome back students. Welcome all of you. I hope you are all fine. Yeah, today I will start with the Today we are going to learn a poem, students, poem. Yeah, that is the pre-reading activity. Yes, now let's see the pre-reading activity, students. See here, do you always succeed in what you do? See students, so many things you will be doing daily, isn't it? Do you always succeed in what you do? If you do not, or if you don't succeed, what do you do? See, sometimes you will be thinking, I have to do this work today. In any condition, you will try, but sometimes you will not succeed. If you don't succeed, what you do? Yes students, pitch your ambition high. Always your desires must be very high. You should have a very good ambition, high ambition. Yeah, let me become a prime minister, I want to become a chief minister, I want to become an IAS officer, like that. Your ambitions can be pitched very high, students. Yeah, you should have a very high ambition. Try to get at it. See, not only having ambition, you should also try to get at it. Yeah, if you achieve your goal, it's good. If you work hard, if you do lots of effort, you will achieve your goal. If you achieve your goal, it's good. Otherwise, don't get upset, students. Otherwise, you should not get upset. But sometimes we try for the impossible. Sometimes what we do, we try for the impossible, means the things which are not possible, and get into unhappy experiences. Yeah, this happens always, because see, if I want to touch the sky, is it possible? No, it is impossible. But if I try that, it will be in vain, means I will have to face so many unhappy experiences, students, isn't it? So always your ambitions must be high, and you have to try to get it, and in case if you achieve the goal, it's very good. If you don't succeed in it, you should not be upset, students. So life is like that. Even in life also, wherever it may be, not only in school, even in the outside, that is wherever you go, you try to pitch your ambition high, try to work hard, try to achieve your goal. If you succeed, it's very good. In case if you don't succeed, you don't be upset, students. This is the main thing you should learn, because I have seen so many students, they will commit suicide after they get the results of 10th standard and all. All these are nonsense and rubbish, students. We should not do, because your heart must be very, what is that? You should be very strong. Yeah, you should not become weak. You should have good qualities with you. Okay, students. Now, did you have such situations in life? Did you come across any situation in your life, students, like this? So, recall one such experience. In case if you had such experience, you recall it and share it with your friends, This is the pre-reading activity, students. Yes, you can share your experience with your friends. Okay, dear students, in this session we are going to learn about the poem The Fox and the Grapes. The Fox and the Grapes. I think you might have heard this, isn't it? Okay. The poet of this poem is Joseph Loren. The poet of this poem is Joseph Loren. Yes, The Fox and the Grapes. Now, all of you, you can see the picture here. The fox and the grapes. Okay, students, let's recite the poem. Yeah. Yes, all of you listen carefully. Yes. One summer's day, a fox was passing through an orchard. Faint he was and hungry too, when suddenly his keen eye chanced to fall upon a bunch of grapes above the wall. Hi, just the thing, ha, just the thing, he said. Who could resist it? See here, students, once again I will just read the poem. All of you observe carefully. One summer's day, a fox was passing through an orchard. Faint he was and hungry too, when suddenly his keen eye, yes, suddenly his keen eye chanced to fall upon a bunch of grapes above the wall. Ha, just the thing, he said. Who could resist it? Now, you can see the picture, students. Yes. Now, what happened here? The fox, one summer's day, he was just going into the one summer's day, he was going there and he was very much hungry and he was faint. Fainting means what? Giddiness, isn't it? Yeah, when you don't eat properly, what will happen? You will faint. Like that, it was feeling like that. In that time, his eye chanced to fall upon the orchard. Yeah, he was passing through an orchard and he saw the fruits in the orchard. Which kind of fruits? What kind of fruits? Grapes. Oh, so nice grapes they were. Yes, you can see in the picture the grapes, isn't it? Okay, students. Now, see here. Let's read again. He eyed the purple cluster, jumped and missed it. He eyed the purple cluster. His eyes fell on the purple cluster. So nice the grapes are. They are just, what is that, shining. The bunch is there, isn't it? He eyed the purple cluster, jumped and missed it. He wanted to have that. So he jumped and missed it. Yeah, he missed it. See the fox, student, he is trying to, what is that? Pluck the, what is that? Grapes. What kind of grapes? Purple cluster. He jumped and missed it. He coughed. He coughed. I will take more careful aim. See, this time I missed those grapes. I will take more careful aim. I will not miss this time. I will try this time. I will take more careful aim. He thought like that. Who thought like that? The fox thought like that. He coughed. I will take more careful aim. And sprang again. What did he do? He sprang again. The fox started springing. That is, he sprang, jumping. He jumped again. Okay, students, have you understood? Once more I'll read it. Listen carefully. He eyed the purple cluster, jumped and missed it. He coughed. I will take more careful aim, and sprang again. What happened? Results were much the same. Results were much the same. Even this time also he couldn't pluck the, what is that, grapes. Although his leaps were desperate and high, at length he paused to wipe a tearful eye, and shrugged a shoulder. I am not so dry, and lunch is bound to come within the hour. Besides, he said, I am sure those grapes are sour. Yes, see students, once again I will read this poem. Listen carefully. Results were much the same, although his leaps were desperate and high. At length he paused to wipe a tearful eye, and shrugged a shoulder. I am not so dry, and lunch is bound to come within the hour. Besides, he said, I am sure those grapes are sour. So students, here, see what happens here. the fox, it jumps again, it leaps again. Leaping also means nothing but jumping. So although his leaps were desperate and high, he tried, students. See, when you are doing this, what is this, long jump and high jump, what you will do? If you can't jump, no, you will come back again and you will start jumping, isn't it? So that you will reach the goal. Like this, the fox also, it came back and again it started jumping. When his leaps, when his jumps were desperate and high, he couldn't reach the height, students. Even though he tried, he couldn't reach the height and he couldn't pluck the grapes. So sad. At length he passed to wipe a tearful eye. He tried so much, he passed, he stopped for a while. Again, what did he do? Again he tried, but to wipe a tearful eye. Tearful eye means what? His eyes were filled with tears. He couldn't, because he was very hungry. By seeing those grapes, what happened? He wanted to pluck the grapes and eat them. See, students, when there are very delicious dishes in your home made by your mother, when she prepares delicious dishes, jamun or whichever, the jahangir, jalebi and all, what will happen? You will be very happy and your tongue will be, yes, you want to taste them, you want to take them, isn't it? You will be very happy. But like this, when you are hungry, that too, if somebody gives you very good dishes, what will happen? You will be very, very happy and just you will be waiting desperately. When will they give? When will they give? When will we have? Isn't it like that? The fox was also very hungry and he was desperate. He tried his leaps and he was desperate and high. It was desperate and high. He couldn't reach the height. At length he paused to wipe a tearful eye and shrugged a shoulder, doing like this. Oh, I couldn't. What shall I do? I am not so dry. And lunch is bound to come within the hour. Oh, anyway, I should try and I should have the lunch within this hour. He thought like that. Besides, he said, what to do? Even though he tried, he couldn't. But then he said, what did he say? I am sure those grapes are sour. Yes, because those grapes are sour. Yeah, I am sure those grapes are not tasty, they are sour. He said like that, and satisfied is, yeah, that is his will, isn't it? Yes, like that. Satisfied his desire, like that he did. So, always students, see, although his lips were desperate and high, at length he passed to wipe a tearful eye. See here, students, high and eye, they are rhyming pairs, okay? And shrugged a shoulder, I am not so dry, and lunch is bound to come with the hour. Besides, he said, I am sure those grapes are sour. So, or and sour, they are also rhyming pairs, students, isn't it? So nicely the poet has imagined and he has written this poem. Okay, students, let's see the moral of this poem. See, we somehow want the peach. We somehow want the peach that always dangles just beyond our reach, until we learn never to be upset with what we find too difficult to get by. See, the moral is, we somehow want the peach. I should get it. We somehow want it, isn't it? We somehow want the peach that always dangles just beyond our reach, but we can't reach it. We know that, isn't it? Even then, we will try. So, until we learn never to be upset. We must not be upset when we can't reach it, okay? Until we learn never to be upset with what we find too difficult to get. Too difficult to get. So, this is the moral of this poem, students, The Fox and the Grapes. Here, this is written by the poet Joseph Lauren. See, you have to appreciate, students. So nicely he has written this poem, isn't it? Yeah. Here, the poem tells us not to be disappointed at failures. Always, students, this is the very good moral. You should learn this. You should not be disappointed at failures, because you know, students, failure is the stepping stone for success, isn't it? Failure is the stepping stone for success. When you are trying to get something, sometimes there will be failures, but you should not be disappointed. You have to try, you have to try, you have to learn, you have to do the works. And if you stop that, you can't do anything. You should not be disappointed, students. Okay. So this is the moral of this poem. The poem, it tells us not to be disappointed at failures. Have you understood, children? Yeah, very good. Now students, let's go through some new words in this, from this poem. Yeah, students, now let's go through some new words from this poem. Okay, what is that? Which are the new words? The first one is orchard. What is it? Orchard. Yes, students, you can see a wonderful orchard here. So nice, so beautiful. Yes, this is the orchard. So what is it? It is fruit garden. It is the fruit garden. Can you see the fruits here? Yes, you should remember all these scenes. You should remember, children. Whenever you read, you should remember what we taught in the class. So orchard. Orchard is nothing but the fruit garden. The fox was passing through one summer's day. The fox was passing through an orchard, isn't it? Orchard. So it's a fruit garden, children. Okay. Now let's move on to the next word. What is it? Faint. Yeah, faint. Hey, see here. What is this faint? Fall as a result of giddiness. Fall as a result of giddiness. See, when you won't eat properly and if there is a strong sun is there, what happens? If you stand in strong sunlight also, you will fall as a result of giddiness. Sometimes in the prayer, some students will fall, isn't it? Because why? Because they won't have the breakfast in the morning and they will come like that only. So students, as a result of hungriness, when you feel hungry and when you feel weak, what will happen? You will faint. So faint is nothing but fall as a result of giddiness. Have you understood, children? Yeah. Now let's move on to the next word. What is the next word? Resist. What is it? Resist. What do you mean by that? Resist. Yeah. See here. Resist means withstand or abstain. See, by seeing the grapes, the fox said, "Ha, who would resist? Who could resist?" Isn't it? So nice grapes they are. How can I wait? How can I withstand without them? So like that. Resist means withstand or abstain, students. Okay. Have you understood? Yeah. Let's move on to the next word. Yes, that is leap. What's the next word? Leap. Yeah, you know this word. What is this leap? Leap means, yes, jump. What is it? Jump. You can see here, jumping. Isn't it, students? Yes, leap. Leap means jump. It is a very easy word. You have understood. Yes. You can see the picture. Yes. Next one is shrug. What do you mean by shrug? Shrug. Yeah, see here. Shrug. Slightly shake the shoulder. Slightly shake the shoulder. You can see how the boy is slightly shaking his shoulder. That is called as shrug. Now students, let's see some question and answer from the poem. Okay. Yes, students, are you ready? Yes, you have understood the poem. It's very easy. The fox and the grapes. Now be ready for the question and answers. All of you be attentive. Listen carefully and give the correct answers, students. Yes, students, now let's see some question answers. Are you ready? Yes. Be ready, students, all of you. Yes. Now, see the first question. Here is the first question for you, students. Where was the fox passing through? Where was the fox passing through? All of you, listen carefully. Where was the fox passing through? Yes, think and give me the answer, students. Yes, very good. Yes, right answer. What is that? The fox was passing through an orchard. Yes, the fox was passing through an orchard. So remember the poem, students. One summer's day, a fox was passing through an orchard, isn't it? Yes, like that. So now, where was the fox passing through? The fox was passing through an orchard. Here, where is the WH question? It gives us location. It means you here. What is that? Where was the fox passing through means you can see the position as well as the location. Yes, the fox was passing through an orchard. Students, always you learn the WH questions. They are very, very important. So, you have understood now. As soon as you see the word, you should remember. Yes, you should read the question carefully. You should understand the question and then you have to give the answer, students. So nice. Very good. Now, let's move on to the next question, students. Yes. What did he see suddenly? What did he see suddenly? All of you listen carefully, students. Yes. Yes, listen to the question. All of you. What did he see suddenly? Yeah. Yes, very good. My students are very clever. So, fantastic. You have given a right answer. Yes. Suddenly, he saw a bunch of grapes above the wall. Suddenly, he saw a bunch of grapes above the wall. Now, students, here, what did he see suddenly? Here, who is he? He is nobody but fox. Yes, fox. He saw, what did he saw suddenly? Suddenly, his eye fell there. Suddenly he saw a bunch of grapes. Where was the grapes? Above the wall. Did you understand, students? Now what is a WH question? And it is giving information. You should remember, students. What did he see suddenly? Suddenly he saw a bunch of grapes above the wall. So always remember carefully. When you listen carefully, you can remember very well. Okay. Have you understood? Okay. Now, let's move on to the next question. Yeah. Did the fox try to get the grapes? Did the fox try to get the grapes? How? Yes, students, wonderful. You have given a wonderful answer. Yes, the fox tried to get the grapes by aiming at it and jumping again and again. What did the fox do? It tried, try again. So the fox tried to get the grapes by aiming at it. Always there must be an aim in our life. The fox also wanted to get the grapes. So by aiming at the grapes, what did he do? He tried, he jumped again and again. So here, did the fox try to get the grapes? Yes. How? So how means the fox tried to get the grapes by aiming at it, jumping again and again. Here, students, did you understand? Yes. Now, the next question. The question is here for you. All of you listen carefully. Was the fox successful in getting grapes? See, these are, what is this? Yes or no questions, isn't it? Was the fox successful in getting grapes? Yes, the fox was successful in getting grapes. Very good. Right answer. Now, how did the fox feel at the end? The next question is, how did the fox feel at the end? Yes, students, the fox felt desperate at the end and gave up trying. What happened? The fox felt desperate at the end and he gave up trying. Okay, students, you have given the right answer. Very good. The fox felt desperate and gave up trying. Very good, students. Keep it up. Nice answer. Give a big round of applause. Now, what is the moral of the poem? What is the moral of the poem? Yes, students, think and give the answer. What is the moral of the poem? I have taught you, isn't it? Yes. What is the moral of the poem, students? Yeah, very good, wonderful, fantastic. Yes, the moral of the poem is one should never be upset. One should never be upset with what one finds too difficult to get. One should never be upset with what one finds too difficult to get. Very good, students. Again and again you have to learn what is the moral of the poem, The Fox and the Grapes. Remember very well, the moral of the poem is one should never be upset with what one finds too difficult to get. If you find too difficult to get, you must not be upset. Okay, students, next let's move on to suggested reading. Yeah, you should be reading, students. Reading is a very good habit. So after going home, wherever you find a small story books or poems, you should be in the habit of reading, isn't it? When you read, what happens? Your understanding will be improved, your vocabulary will be improved, and you will gather lots of information. So wherever you see anything, any piece of poem, any small story, you have to read, children. And when your schools reopen, you can go to the library and collect small story books and you can read. So here, this is a suggested reading here. See here, tea is a lesson you should heed. This is a lesson you should heed. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Tea is a lesson you should heed. If at first you don't succeed, try again. See here, I have read twice here. Now see the part here, how nice, how the rhythm is there in this poem. See how nicely they have written the poem. Tea is a lesson you should heed. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Heed and succeed. Heed and succeed. What are they? They are rhyming pairs, students. Yeah, they are rhyming pairs. So nicely it rhythms. Tea is a lesson you should heed. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Students, always at the first time, if you don't succeed, you have to try again. Now let's see the next stanza of this poem. Yeah. What is this? Then your courage should appear. Then your courage should appear. For if you will persevere, you will conquer, never fear. Try again. See here, then your courage should appear. Then your courage, what is this courage? Braveness, isn't it? Yeah. Then your courage should appear. Oh, first time I didn't succeed. Next time I have to try. You must be daring. You must take courage. Okay. Then your courage should appear. One must see the courage with you. Oh, I won't leave it. I will try. I have to do it. That aim must be there with you. So then your courage should appear. For if you will persevere. Perseverance is very good quality, students. Always you must learn that. You should persevere. Okay. You have patience. You should have patience. You have to try. You have to work hard. With patience you can get many fruits. Okay. Now, then your courage should appear, for if you will persevere, you will conquer, never fear. Then you will conquer. Whatever you want, you can conquer. So, never fear. Never fear means you should not be afraid, students. You should never fear. Try again. Try again. Appear, persevere, fear. They are all rhyming pairs, students. Okay. Have you understood this stanza? Very good. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, students, see here. Once or twice, though you fail. Once or twice, though you fail, if you would at last prevail. If you would at last prevail. Try again. So don't leave up, students. Don't give up. Once or twice, even though you fail, you should not leave it. If you would at last prevail, at the last you will prevail. I told you so many times, failure is a stepping stone for success, isn't it, students? You have to try again. So once or twice, though you fail, if you would at last prevail, try again. This applies not only for the textbook, students, it applies for your real life also. In whichever the work you are doing, if you fail, don't leave it. You try again. So this is a suggested reading poem, isn't it? Have you understood, students? See here, fail, prevail, again, all these, fail, prevail. So how nicely they rhythm. So you have to read such poems, students. I think you have understood. Now let's move on to the home assignment. Yeah, see here, match the rhymes in column A with column B. Match the rhymes in column A with column B. You can see two columns here, A and B. Now, there are many words, students. See here, you have to match them. In A, column A, you are having fall, aim, or, peach, set, I. See here, fall, aim, or, peach, set, I. And in column B, get, reach, soar, dry, same, wall. So what you have to do? You have to match the rhymes. Rhymes means sounding alike in the ending, isn't it? Yeah, see here. One is, I will do it for you. Okay. Now, fall, wall. Fall, wall. It is an example, students. Okay. I think you are ready to do it, all of you. Yeah, very good. So, I think all of you will do the home assignment. Okay, students. Now, all this time you learned the poem, The Fox and the Grapes. Always you should remember very well, and you should not be desperate. You should not be upset. You should not leave up. You should try again. Okay? Be happy. Have a good health. See you. Thank you, students.
ಅನುದಿನ ಅನುಕ್ಷಣ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಕಲಿಯೋಣ ಕಲಿಕೆಯ ಹೊಸ ಹಾದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಜೊತೆಗೂಡಿ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆಯ